Alright, back with more Survival of the Free, Edge of the Empire, and I'm ready for all this. I'm good to go. Everybody's set. Everybody's squared away.
I've got my beer. I've got my character sheet. I'm good.
Cheers.
In on chat yet?
Yeah, he just doesn't talk a lot. Isn't that right, Jace? Ian?
He has that stupid droid that I already want to shoot.
You have to hear his voice. That's why
I
I'm
know.
asking.
I know. That's why I asked. Are you there?
Yeah, can you
Oh,
not hear
okay.
me?
No, we
Yeah,
can now. When
there
you
we
open your
go.
mouth and things emit, that is when we hear.
Utilize those vocal cords
I know.
to make sound waves. We
I
can
know.
hear them.
Goodness, that's why he's got a mute character, I guess, because he doesn't. But you got a droid that's supposed to talk for you, so you got to talk a little bit. All right, so this is kind of episode 1 again. We didn't get to save the last one. There was too many technical problems and everything, so we're just starting in from right here as far as YouTube and everything is going to be concerned. So I always like to kind of recap the previous session anyway, even when I wasn't streaming.
Previously on
games.
Survival of the Free.
That's right.
By the way, that's an awesome campaign name.
Thank you,
like
thank you. It took me a little bit to come up with it. I was trying to think about like, okay, well, they're trying to just like live for themselves and do their own thing and live free, and I was like, well, it's not going to be live free, die hard. But that's taken, and it was not that great. So we don't want to be associated. Plus, lawsuits. No. So I don't know. I came, and then I was monkeying. It actually came to me more when I was monkeying around with like the font and everything to get like a little logo up on for the stream. And then they've got like one of like the hotkey buttons that is just like but in like the Star Wars kind of font. And so I was like, okay, well, what can I do with that? Anyways, I digress. So when we were on last, you guys all had a preliminary session, an introductory session. You've all got your own reasons for being where we picked up, which was aboard a ship called the Inevitability. And you guys booked passage for this mobile space station called Crooked. And while you were aboard, the captain and the crew were all, which was a bunch of Ugnaughts, they kind of were like, all right, well, it's getting to be, nighttime hours where we're going, so in order to help everybody acclimate their body, jet lag and everything, kind of reduce that, we're going to confine people to their quarters during what would be like nighttime hours where we're going. And so you guys went to your rooms. Unbeknownst to them, Tobias actually snuck in his own pistol, because all the weapons were supposed to be locked up. Obviously you don't want weapons just running around. And
Check
so
your weapons.
that's right. Away, put your weapon. And then
A baggage claim.
yeah, some hours ensued of normalness, and then all of a sudden, stuff started happening. Started hearing weird noises. Tobias was able to manage to open his door and get out, and there were some Trandoshans and some Dugs that had boarded the ship. It looked like they were maybe trying to take somebody, which you guys stopped that from happening, and held him or put him up in the stopped his bleeding and everything, and got him. I think you squared him away in the engine room, is where you left him.
Right.
And
Thereabouts.
then,
Proximity of.
Then going through the cargo hold, you guys went through the docking clamps to the other ship that had docked with you guys. Aboard there, you guys went down a little stretch of hallway with some stairs leading up, and kind of stacked up, and went up all squad-based tactically. Started blowing some people away, and then one of them radioed in to release something called a bionic. And you guys continued on to the bridge. I forget who actually opened the door to the bridge. Somebody aced a roll That was Tobias.
Todd's
Nice.
character, Tobias. Yeah.
Crap, that means I'm gonna suck this round
Ah,
because I
you
was
know.
acing all my efforts.
Yeah. Well, that's called karma. It comes around, goes around. It happens with
I
me
don't
in
believe in
X.
karma. We
It
make our own luck.
happens with me in X-Wing all the time. Like today when I just got throttled. 10 out of 10 green blanks. Bye, Echo. Um,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
brutal.
I know.
That's sad.
It was rough. So
What are the odds?
With
You
that-
should have calculated the odds of that.
it should be 0% odds. I mean, if you ask me.
My
My
gosh, you guys should play against my buddy Noah. Like, I play this tabletop game called Infinity, and he's like a crit machine. I'm like, stop critting my guys.
It happens. All right.
Like every game though, like it's insane how good he rolls. I'm like, you got like a psychic power or something.
Check his dice.
No, he takes my dice sometimes and he rolls good with them. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then Jace had his big old heavy rifle, laid the waste to some dudes. Tobias just peppered everybody and took it down just as many people with the little pistol.
Oh wait, that's right. Just
Gilly, I think you were busy hauling a guy most of the game
I
on your
smoked
shoulder.
some
Did
guys
you?
too.
Alright.
Gideon definitely did his share of the fighting.
Okay. So
Working for
one
everybody,
roll,
Blaster.
310 Droshans. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, everybody contributed, so that's good. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually.
I think Gideon and Jace are competing here.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a D100 to see if any obligation comes up. Okay.
You gonna roll Destiny too?
Yeah, everybody wants to give me a destiny roll. That would be good.
It is your destiny.
Ooh.
Call. The only time I can't roll good.
Bam.
Alright, so
That's
we got
fine.
2 and 1. There we go, there's mine. There we go. Hey, 1. That's nice. You're fair, you gave everybody 1.
Isn't it supposed to be one die?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it added mine from my roll, because I got to put it in the big GM pool, so. I guess we'll just hit the first one, that makes sense, so another light side. So, looks like we're dealing with 2 light side, 1 dark side, 3 light side, 4 light. Holy jeez! All right. Well, I got 1 anyway. 1 to 4. The force is with you all.
Lots of good stuff to spend. We're gonna need it for the stupid bionic.
We'll see. We'll see what the Bionic is made of.
All right.
If
I'm
it's anything like
guessing-
these other chumps.
I'm guessing bionics. That's just...
Yeah, don't let the name fool you. It could be
Wait,
big.
I thought this was
They
Star
were
Wars,
like
not
release the
Mass Effect.
Bionic, like release the
Maybe.
Kraken.
Maybe it's like
So
I don't know, Rosie from the Jetsons or something. You don't know. Okay.
Bionic typically means like what, cyborg?
Yeah, basically. It's another kind of word for it. Bionic Commando is what it makes me think of from the NES, but
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah.
So he's partly metal,
Okay.
partly real, like the Silverhawks.
Yeah, so you guys just hacked the door into the cockpit. On the other side, there were.
Cockpit or bridge.
It was the same
Did
thing.
somebody's
The bridge is that?
did somebody's thing trigger?
Yes, I've got that noted.
Fantastic.
Cool, because it affects strain threshold. Well, I guess it doesn't have
That's
to,
an
but-
option. Yes,
Okay,
it's an option
Nope.
I'm not choosing.
I am not gonna push it.
There you go. I mean, if you would like, we can just
Nope.
arbitrarily
We're good.
reduce yours.
We're walking into the bridge.
Yeah, so you guys walked into the bridge. A handful of Trandoshans and Dougs all looked up from their stations and a little surprised to see you walk through what they thought was a secured door. But that's kind of where we're at. So we can go ahead and actually get some
Roll initiative.
initiative rolls going.
All right.
I'm gonna need a pen this time. I
Are
got.
we doing cool?
This
So we're
is.
prepared.
I think at this point everybody should be prepared.
Roll.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
That's why he was rolling an additional force die. Yeah.
Oh, he has one in then, because I didn't have. Or maybe you just left it in. So that's a success and a advantage. Disadvantage. Oh, guys.
Hi, Doug.
Your rolls are terrible.
Big Doug.
All right. So let me do a
PC,
quick little
PC,
ranking
PC,
here.
NPC, NPC.
Yeah, so it looks like you guys are the only ones with successes, so yeah. For right now, we're looking at the PC. What a crappy pen. PC. 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 Okay. Alright, so you guys get to go before any of them. Who's going first, I guess? Everybody's got their weapons drawn, so that's not really
I'll
a
go
thing to worry
first.
about.
Since
Well,
I rolled first.
I don't need to move, right? Everybody can get around me because I opened the door.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just kind of off to the side so people can get through.
Yep. We're kind of hugging.
Works for me.
The way I picture it is you're hugging the left side of the door and I'm hugging the right side of the door, so we can lean over and pop shots through.
It's all yours, Gideon.
Right. I'm going to use my ability to aim, I maneuvered aim, and I'm also going to use my action to shoot, but I'm going to activate my skill, or my call it talent of Quick Strike. Gives me a boost for rank to combat checks against targets that have not yet acted yet this encounter. So that's basically going to give me, what, 2 boost?
2 boosts? Or is it 1
Yep.
boost?
Well, 1 boost for aiming and 1 boost for quick
Oh,
strike.
okay. Got it,
Thanks.
got it. Alright, well, yeah, nobody's acted this turn, so feel free.
You add those to my dice pool? Or should I?
You can. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, just, making sure that you...
Okay, I will add those to my dice.
Alright. And remember, you always have 4 light side points.
So, pew pew pew.
By always, I mean until you spend them.
That didn't
Whew.
work. I forgot to click away from my...
Oh, yeah. So go ahead and
I'll just roll 2.
Roll 2 blue, yeah. That'll do. Might as well not have you
Bam.
redo the success. Oh, mama.
Holy moly.
What kind of
That's a
damage?
whole lot of win. Damage 6, critical 3. So I'm gonna activate a critical.
All
I have
right.
Plenty of advantage there.
Oh yeah. Well, and as minions, we can either just wipe another one off the board, or because you're dropping. What's the total damage we're rolling? 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11 damage. So 3 out of 4 of the. Which one were you aiming at?
The guy's closest. The guy's on my side, so the right side. I'm facing them.
Trandoshans.
Transdoshans and yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the Dugs are. Yeah, the Dugs. I'll shoot it.
The Dugs. All right. Well, let me. All right. So, yeah, with if you're activating a crit, that's going to drop the last one. So all 4 of them just gone. They're off the table. They're off the board. Yeah, they just squeal as they just burst into flames as laser bolts just. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, it's like the end of training day, but with 4 dudes. You just. Bah, 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 bah. Didn't know you could quick fire one of those things so well, but all right, that works.
Fast.
All right. Well, next.
Do you want to go, Ian?
Yeah, I'll go. Okay, so quick question. Who do you take out again?
What's that?
Did he shoot at the Trandoshans?
Yeah, the Transocean's on the right as we're facing them, so it'd be like the They're all gone. I dropped 4 of them.
Yeah.
There's still some more.
Didn't he take the
Or
duds
no,
off,
that's
though?
right. The Dugs. What I mean. That's what I meant. Dugs.
Oh,
Okay.
the Dugs? Okay, it was the Dugs. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead, out at the, so do we hear anything coming behind us? Like, I don't remember if we heard anything coming behind us the last time.
Nobody stopped to figure that out. You guys heard
You
it,
use one of your.
and you said, "Oh, geez, that sounds bad."
You want to use one
Okay.
of your maneuvers to just watch our back real quick and then reassess.
Yeah. Can I, that be a perception check, or?
It would be, unless you got something else you think might work better.
Is that going to be a maneuver or an action on his part?
It's going to be an action. Any check is an action, unless you have some weird
Right.
thing that does away with that.
So do I
Or he
need
could
to
tell us-
maneuver at all? Like, do I need to get slightly down the stairs, or?
Could he tell his droid just to watch our back?
He could do either one of those things. This is a very narrative system. You can do a lot of
Yeah.
different stuff. So just
Yeah,
let me know
just,
what you want to
have
do.
your droid watch our rear and alarm us if he sees anything. Deal with the immediate threat. We need your gun in the fight.
Okay, can I, so is that gonna take Jeff to have the droid do that?
If you just want to send it down to kind of watch the stairwell, that's fine. But remember, it's just got a camera on it, so you still have to spend your own perception checks to see what it's going to see. So you have
What
to,
it's seen?
yeah, you've got your little camera feed to your arm, so you've got
Yeah.
to use your own perception to see if you can see something on there.
Okay, and if,
Until you upgrade the droid and it can do its own
of
stuff.
course.
You just didn't have
and
the
if I
any
s-
money for it.
Yeah, and if I send it down, just stay there, would it automatically let me know if something's coming, or? Like, how can I milk this?
You've
I
got to
got
spend
one
your own
advantage
perception check, so it's not really gonna do much.
Okay,
I mean, it's gonna be kind of like eyes in the back of your head, but you've still got to look with them.
I got it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go.
It's a
ahead.
glorified GoPro.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
it.
much.
I'll go ahead and do that. I'll send it down.
That can talk to him. Talk for him.
Send it down and use a perception check. Can I get? Since I'm gonna be checking, can I use a movement to just get behind the, kind of cover of the wall?
Like the
Where
like the doorway. You're not going in the
Yeah.
door yet. You're just gonna kind of get back on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stack beside me or behind me.
Yeah. I'll just get behind Gideon and then go ahead and use my droid to go down and then use it if there's anything coming at us.
Okay. So you're gonna send it back, and it's fairly dark in there, so I'm gonna throw in a setback die. As if you're for your perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and see what you want to see with that. Just go ahead and roll it. Alright, so you send the droid back, and it kind of floats along, and it gets at the top of the stairs, and pans its camera back and forth, and you're looking through your camera.
Real quick.
Hmm.
Real quick. I still have one advantage left. I want to use it to give him a boost.
It's always good to do after the roll. Roll a boost die, Ian.
Not after the. I meant to say it before, but I was referencing my sheet just to make sure I could do it.
Just roll a
One
single
advantage.
blue in the dice pool.
Blue. Okay.
And it's blank. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
good, that did.
Yeah. So you don't see anything on your camera feed, but you know it's a little grainy. You're in this, kind of smoky-filled ship. Maybe that's messing with the feed a little bit. But you do have an advantage. If there's something you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Recover a strain if you want, or add boost to the next.
Yeah. Can I add a boost to whatever Todd does next?
Mm-hmm.
That-
Totally can. Todd, sir, Tobias has a boost.
All right. So this cockpit, is it pretty just standard with some like the walls?
Yeah,
are
there's
kinda
some like
lining with some
computer
computers and,
terminals.
like, a couple of chairs.
Yeah, computer terminals kind of scattered mostly towards the side of the room, but they're kind of like in some recessed pit kind of configuration.
Okay.
So they don't offer like cover, but there's a little bit of height differential.
Right. Okay.
Not enough to like do anything, but more.
All right. Well, as I'm stacked up on my side, I'm just gonna peek over and kind of sight down my barrel, and I'm gonna use take aim at the. Do they all have like pistols, or do any of them have like rifles?
They've mostly all got pistols. These guys are kind of the crew members. They weren't the boarding party.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna peek over and I'm looking at the Trandoshans that Gideon next to the Dugs that Gideon murdered.
For lack of a better
and I'm
term.
Yeah, because as the Trandoshans that I'm shooting at are, I guess, worried about.
Justifiably killed them. There's a difference between
You know what?
justifiable killing and murder.
You are absolutely correct. So as they're kind of looking at Ian or at Jason, what he's doing, they're a little bit distracted. So I'm getting a good clear shot on them. So I'm gonna take aim at them, and then I'm gonna pop them. Oh, I forgot to get the difficulty. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't roll all of my boost either.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't get any difficulty to my roll either before I murdered everybody.
I noticed that.
All right. Well, we're not going to go back in time, but we are going to.
Yeah. So I still have. So that blue boost die is from my pistol. So I still have one from my aim and one from Jace. So I'm gonna roll my 2 extra blue boost. And then the difficulty.
Womp, womp.
There
Okay.
you go. So, still successful.
What's the black?
Everybody's
one for?
boosts are not doing great.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the black one came up blank anyway. So that's.
Yep.
So I got 1 2 success and 2 advantage. So that's 7 damage with 2 advantage.
You're shooting who?
The Trandoshans.
Transitions.
Either one
that
in
were standing.
particular.
The ones that are sitting by themselves, right? Those guys.
Yeah, those guys up here.
Okay.
So I guess with my 2 advantages, as I'm popping around the corner, I'm shooting down, laying off some pop shots and stuff, kind of suppressing them, forcing them back into the corner. They're a little off balance, so when they go to try to attack, they're gonna get set back.
Okay. That sounds good. And 7 damage total. And I'm going to give him a setback die. Okay. Alright, so you pepper him with a couple shots. A couple kind of go off, but you hit 2 out of the 4. Just kind of center mass, and they growl as they kind of slump over. You can tell that these guys are just not made for combat. These guys are definitely the more technical people that fly in the ship or monitoring systems, things like that. They're not posing too much of a challenge. Gosh darn it. Okay. Next. Oh, that was the last PC slot, right?
Mm-hmm. Ah, crap. Oh, nope, there we go. Hey, you actually
Okay.
get to do something, Jeff.
Hey, not everybody's dead. That's, good. Okay. Alright, well, these guys kind of snarl and just you can tell that they're not happy that you're blowing away their buddies, and who would be? Who can blame them?
Right.
So I gotta make sure I'm choosing the right. I got so many windows open. There we go, Trandoshans. All right, so the remaining Trandoshans look around and from that one group that you just hit, and they're not doing great. You said you gave them a setback, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're medium range. So they look up at you and they one of them kind of gestures at you, one of the last two of that group anyway, and they snarl something to themselves. I don't know if you quite know any reptilian foul
I'm
words.
fluent in rude gestures.
Roll Xenology if you want to
Yeah,
see if you
yeah. They have 3
understand
fingers, so they do have a middle one. Just
Yeah.
There you
I just look at them and I say, "So's your mother, or your hatch maid, whatever." So if they're attacking me, my armor does give me a range defense, which is a setback die.
1 setback.
Well, in addition to whatever they get, yeah.
Well, the other one you gave them, right?
Right. So,
Alright.
and that actually, my armor gives me range and melee defense. So if I'm ever a target, just throw a setback in there.
Yeah, because I'm gonna remember. Just
I'll remind
me.
you.
There you go. All right. So they raise their pistols and they fire it off, and that's not good. And pow pow, just hits the wall on either side of you, and they get 2 threat as well. And so as they're both kind of shooting, one kind of bumps into the other one as their footwork and isn't too solid. You can tell that they probably haven't shot guns too very often, and so one of them just kind of hits the other one, and they're gonna get a setback die on their next roll. Mark that down if they survive that long. Not too confident on that part. All right. Well, the Dugs, on the other hand, their whole group is kind of peeved, and they're not thrilled either.
They hate me right now.
Yeah, you've just wiped out their buddies, and while they're all collectively a group, I mean, you just killed the other Dugs, so
Right.
they're not.
If they're targeting me with a combat check, I'm going to activate my dodge action and take a strained upgrade their roll with one of the difficulty dice upgraded.
Dodge action. That's nice.
Dodge talent, I should
Dodge
say.
talent copy. Well, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to
In
look
addition to the setback die for me hugging the door as cover, or hugging the door frame.
All right. I think that's all the difficulty. I'm not gonna bother using. I only have 1 dark side point. I'm gonna save that sucker. All right. So they fire off at Gideon. Ooh, and they are successful. What is your soak, sir?
It was an upgrade. It didn't add a difficulty die.
No,
It makes
well,
one
I know, but
difficulty
they-
die into a...
Yeah, but they hit you, so I'm curious what your soak is, because they did 5 damage.
Yes, my
What
soak
Gil was saying is one of those purples
5.
should be a red.
Yes, that's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
You added a difficulty, is what you said, but
No, I said
upgraded.
Upgrade. I said upgrade.
There is a difference.
But that's okay. We'll keep that roll. That's fine. My soak is a 5.
Soak is a 5. All right. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. You're only taking
3.
3.
Ouch.
They got a threat on top of that. So,
I'll give that to them, considering I shot off without any difficulty. So
I guess that's fair. You didn't get anything, and they didn't upgrade one of those. They did get
But you
an
gave them
added
it.
purple, so I mean it's gonna
kind of the same. Close enough.
from nothing from 2 to 3.
We're
is
still
bad.
working out the kinks. We're not too worried about mechanics.
Yeah.
was-
They're. I would have
I
them.
was gonna say, Jeff rolled an.
What's that? All right. Well,
Your
he had
thought?
He thought he had an idea, but it looks like it wasn't good enough
User
to
in your channel timed out.
keep him
Uh-oh.
online. All right.
I don't.
It's freezing up. Great. All right. We will stand by for now. Well, we'll keep going.
User entered your channel.
Anyways, so they don't get a suffer strain as minions. So as they fire, their gun heated up on them and just burn their hand, and they're actually going to take a wound themselves from trying to fire, because
I'm back.
their strain goes straight to their wounds.
Yep. Fantastic.
I know, it's terrible. All right. The
guys hear me?
last, the last group
Okay.
of Trandoshans. Let's see, they did not get that setback die. But they're gonna get the 2 difficulty from medium range. Actually, they're gonna run up closer into short range. And they're,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I know. And I wonder if I even want to. Do I want to spend that Destiny point? Upgrade. No, I'm gonna save it. It's the hard part with only having one. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll get more as we spend ours.
I know, but right now you guys don't need to. You're just still blowing them away. Alright, so they're going to fire at Tobias. Jace is so behind the door, I don't even think they know that he's there right now, because he never really got into view. So they're going to shoot at
So they
Tobias.
get setback from my armor, and then I would also say I'm getting at least partial cover from the door. So would that be at least another setback for the cover from the door jam?
Yes.
Yeah,
2.
I think like that's
Okay.
not
I'm okay with that.
it's not even a roll though. Like, what is it?
It's their brain locking up.
I guess that'd be mine. There it is. All right, they did get an advantage, so that's one thing that went my way. So they don't hit you, Todd. More shots kind of just plink around, but they do get an advantage. So they're going to give that to the next NPC that goes, who's actually going to join the initiative pool. Right? Meow.
Uh-oh. Somebody sneak up behind us.
Well, you know, somebody was looking for her, but... Alright, initiative. Well, that should be more. Hang on, just 1 second. Where is it? There it is. And this one I'm actually going to spend a dark side point on and upgrade one of these suckers. Alright, so I'm going to use this dark side. So you guys have all 5 now, but I want to try to get a good roll here. Oh,
Oh, wow. That is a really good roll.
yes, I think that puts him at the top of the chart.
Does.
Sweet. Goodness, I can't find a
Yeah.
working pen in this place.
Somehow.
Save my life. Alright. Well, good. That means he gets to go right away. So you hear this just metal just crunching as he bounds up the stairs. Ian, you're the one that's like mostly outside this door, and so he's
Yep.
he locks on. It's you see this like hulking beast. Let me move him over so you guys can see him. There you go. He's on the map screen.
Ooh. That's gnarly looking.
Like he's got these like hoses and stuff like that just look like they've been ripped off. They're dragging behind him, and one of his arms like is like metal with tubing and everything, and it's like pretty large. You can't even. He's so like been like changed and implanted and stuff. You can't even tell what species he might have even started out as. Um, one of his arms is actually replaced with a blaster carbine, and I know. And so he,
Very utilitarian of him.
hey, it's there. Um, all right. So but he actually comes with his big old fist first, um, and he just swings it hard, and I would say he hits you, but I've got to actually roll for that. I would
So he gets
love.
within engage range of Tobias.
He bounds up the stairs, and the stairs like went right to the door. You guys didn't like go anywhere once you got up the stairs. It was the stairwell up to the bridge.
Gotcha.
Um, uh, all right, where is it? There it is. Combat check.
Is he coming after? Who's he going after?
He's going after Jace,
Ace.
and that didn't roll anything. Why is that? Skill brawl, yeah, that's all good. Should be good. I don't know why that didn't roll. Got it? Alright, I'm just gonna roll a brawl check then, because it's the same thing.
Ouch. A lot of advantage.
Okay.
There was no difficulty in that.
Engaged is 2, right? I gotta move you.
Right.
2. Again, I got so many windows open. I add stuff to
Okay.
what I thought was the GM screen, and it's not. Alright.
Oh, so that's a bad.
So he actually
bad
failed.
roll.
He just, but he's so slow. Jace is just able to kind of duck out of the way, and as he lunges across, it actually tears part of the wall. Just a big gaping hole of metal just ripped out of it. He also got 1, 2, 3 successes or advantages. Which he didn't hit, so he can't activate any of his things. But 3 successes. I think what we're gonna go with that is actually you duck out of the way, but in doing so, you just fall flat and go prone. In order to get out of the way, you just hit the deck, which is a maneuver to get back up.
Yeah.
And that's his turn. It's back to 3 PCs.
Bang. Okay, guys, so this is going to be my strategy. I'm going to volunteer to go first and try to get within engage range of this guy to keep him off Jace. Try to grapple with him a little bit with my, I forgot to mention that I have a, called a truncheon, which is like a nightstick. That on my belt. So, go within melee range of him and just give him something easier to swing at besides Jace. Anybody have any objections?
It's all yours.
That way you so Gideon's just gonna basically yell out, I'll handle this guy, you guys take care of the rest. Into action. So
Understood.
I'll go first and maneuver engage range with the bionic. My quick draw skill or my quick draw talent to draw my nightstick incidental
Nice.
and start wailing at him. My melee. And I will use the light side point to upgrade my melee.
All right. If you're getting
So,
into engagements,
yeah.
let me throw in the 2 purple. Okay, so you got that going for you. If you've got all your positive dice added, go ahead and make that roll. So with that one, you're going to have to make sure you
Downgrade one of my.
upgrade one of your things, which I believe, yeah, you just hit the upgrade thing, which is by the pool.
Oh, I meant to get works.
All right, that's the roll.
Yep.
That's a triumph, which
Mhm.
and with no failures, so that counts as a success, as well as the triumph that it is. So you do hit.
So
How
my
much
truncheon is going to be damage 5.
damage? 5. Okay.
It's got disorient 2, which I think I will spend my triumph to activate if possible.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to use disorient 2, which
All right. Oop. Losing him. No. Trying to see if he comes back.
User in your channel timed out.
Nifty. We may have to just cut cameras if people are having issues. But yours was your computer, right, Don?
I
Seemed
don't
to
know
be
what it
more of a
was.
computer issue.
I'm not really sure. It just kind of it started freezing, so I don't know. It could have been a that my computer is so old that I don't really know. All right, what the heck? I can't find it. I don't suppose you know offhand. Well, I think I have a reference sheet. Hold on.
All right. Let me, he's texting me. Let me get his triumph so we can actually continue. If it was just a successful attack, we'd just keep going, but...
Yeah. Well, he said he wanted to activate Disorient too.
Okay, so he's using his triumph to do that, alright. Which adds a
And
couple setback.
I don't know what that means.
It adds a couple setback die to his check, because he's, like, wobbly. But
Cool.
so what you guys see anyway is you see him swing his truncheon at this guy, and kind of like those side handle baton kind of things, and and so he swings it and it cracks this guy right in the face, and you don't even see it move necessarily, but you do see like kind of the implants across the eyes, kind of like. It's like a red color, like so it looks like it's got red kind of glowing goggles on. So you see those kind of like flicker. So that's how you can kind of tell that it's disoriented, like something happened, but it doesn't look like it took any damage. As far as pain wise. So that's one NPC or one PC.
Okay.
Who's going
well,
next?
I guess I will go next, unless Ian has a problem with that.
Go for it.
Okay. So there's somebody at short range, right?
At short range of you is going to be... Oh, one of the Trandoshans moved up, that's correct.
Not
The
one
full
I was
set.
shooting at.
No, it was the full set.
Full set. But there is these guys, and there's only two of these guys left, right?
Left, yes. 2 went down.
Yeah, but I'm worried about these guys. Okay, so here's what I'm going to. This didn't add boost die to my roll last time, though. Did that? Hold on. Yeah, because last time I'll try it again, but I don't think it worked. Do you have the difficulty set? I'm gonna shoot at these guys right here.
Yeah, the 2 purple are in there, and then the
User
1 for
joined your
being
channel.
dark, the 1 set
I'm,
back
I'm
for
shooting at these.
low light.
I'm shooting at these guys.
Okay.
So I'm shooting
Full
at the short
group.
range guys, and yeah, and actually on my gun there's like a little targeting system. So as I pop around the corner, I'm able to acquire a target better. But I'm also going to take a moment to aim. So I'm going to aim twice, actually. So is my new difficulty set?
Yeah, you're, oh, so you're aiming twice? Yeah, I'll have you guys add in the positives. So that way,
Yeah,
we make
I've
sure
added
those
them.
go.
I don't know if they're going to work. I should have 3 boost die. 1 from my gun and then 2 from aiming. So we'll see if
Okay.
this works. Oh, I'm going to spend a light side point,
Uh,
actually,
Oh,
to upgrade.
upgrade your check. Got it. Thank you. Pleasure doing
You're welcome.
business.
Okay, well, let's try this here.
Whew, that's a lot of dice. But a lot of good results. Alright. So you hit this other group.
I definitely get a crit.
One of
Activate a crit.
Alright.
Good.
Critting, so 2 of them go down then. You crit at 3, so you still have 2 more advantage. So
Yep, I
two
just-
of them
well-
snarl and fall to the floor.
So as I'm popping around, it's not like I'm shooting out a whole crap ton of bullets. I'm like picking off the shots and like I'm just hitting them like in between, like in the soft spot. So it's really just like a quick couple pop, and it's kind of giving the Trandoshans a little bit of pause, and they're not really sure what to do. They're a little freaked out, so they're gonna be getting a setback.
Okay. So they get a setback, and I also last turn the other Trandoshans get a setback. So you're just adding setbacks to everybody. Okay, we got 1 PC slot left. Jace, you're on the ground. Doesn't seem great. Your mic is also not going through.
My bad. My
There
bad.
you go. You gotta put it in front of your mouth.
Happened. So embarrassing. So I'm gonna jump up.
Sorry to, I got millions of viewers.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up and then. So where am I comparatively to kind of everybody again?
So Tobias is more at the door. You guys are more like at the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Your droid's kind of there too, but he's not really combat.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of where you see them on here to you. There's a door like right in front of Tobias into the bridge, and then there's the stairwell behind the bionic.
And then is Gideon between Bionic?
He
I
kind
kinda
of jumped to
I just
your.
rushed in the gap. So
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
to your side.
I mean, you're all still in engaged range of each other.
I just want to check. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at the Bionic
All right.
because Gideon's thing didn't really do any damage to it, right?
No.
I did. I smacked it. I did.
Oh, you
like,
you hit it.
I hit it for like 6 damage, or I don't know how
You
much.
hit it
so,
for 5, and then
well,
after
6 because it
and then
that additional success.
okay, and then after soak, you disoriented it, but it didn't look like much damage actually had occurred. Like you
That's-
didn't
I'm
drew no blood. Let me say. As far as what you guys see.
That's
well.
scary.
I'm gonna.
So basically, it felt like I was hitting a metal something or another. Like my
Yeah,
baton might
kinda
be a little
like,
bit.
Do you remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, where Donatello swings his bow staff at Toka, and like that's kind of what it was. I mean, you weren't disorientated or anything from it, but like you hit
But
it.
it felt like a bad idea.
You gave it
to
a, you
get
you gave it a good hit, and disorientated it. So
What does it take? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. What does it take again for an auto fire? Is that?
So you just have to let me know, and then if you get 2 advantages, it activates.
Keep in mind
But
that
I also have to
But
But you
if I were
increase.
also
you-
add a difficulty.
It would add. Let me double check.
Jace, if I were you, I would take strain to get an extra maneuver out of
Fire.
this, so you could get
So
out
I
of
increase
engaged range
one.
with this guy.
You get one more purple, but you have more. You also have more light side points as well. So you add one purple, and then you have to get. I think it's one. Is it one advantage? Oh yeah, one advantage.
Yeah,
We'll do
I,
it.
I recommend getting out of engaged distance with this guy. Take that strain, take an additional maneuver because your shot's going to be harder. You're going to get a setback die.
Right,
For,
you are in engage range. So
Yeah.
if you take some strain,
Or-
you can back away from it, like more into the cockpit area, and get out of engage range. So when you're in a fist fight range with somebody, using a big old rifle is hard to get on the guy,
Yeah.
right? So that's the idea behind that. So it'll be two purple, but if you can move back towards where Tobias is by the cockpit or the bridge, then it'll just be one purple plus your
Actually,
one.
it's
Okay,
three.
okay,
It's
I see
three
what you're saying.
purple. Range versus melee is
Range
three
versus
purple.
melee. Oh, yep, you're right.
Is he ranged heavy? It's 4 purple actually. If he's ranged heavy. Yeah, you want to get away from this guy with your big gun. It's really hard to shoot somebody melee range with that.
So yeah, you can take two. You can take two strain and move back by Tobias and get a second movement is
Take 2 strain.
two strain.
Thought it was one strain for an extra
Is
maneuver.
it one?
Is it
I
two?
thought it was two.
I don't know. No, you might be right. I don't really
I
know.
think it is 2,
Okay.
but I will double.
I also hate to point this out, but if you're shooting at a target that's engaged, you also upgrade the difficulty by 1.
That's true
You're-
because you might
You're
hit me.
swapping out a. Yep.
But I will allow you to change that, or you are upgrading it. Actually, no, that's true. You just upgrade a purple to a red. So there's a chance if you roll it as spare, Gil's there. But I mean, what are the odds?
1 in 12.
I know. So I say, just get back, fire away. Sounds awesome.
Okay, so if I move, I can still shoot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so you need to spend a maneuver to get up, and then you can take 2 strain for an additional maneuver, so you can move back, and then you still have your action where you can fire.
Okay, I see. That gives me. Listen, I'm gonna move back. I know
Okay.
that for sure.
Okay.
Back.
So if you wanted to fire, you're going to be looking at. You'll be in short range, so you're going to be looking at 1 purple and then an additional purple to activate or to try to go for your auto fire. Setback for the low lighting, and then your upgraded check for shooting into engaged. So it's going to be 1 black, 2 purple, 1 red. So but you do still have 3 light side points.
Well, I'll go ahead and just not use the auto fire for this round.
The auto fire won't make you hit Gil, just so you know. You'll only actually potentially hit him if you've got a despair, which comes from the reds. They're not on the purples.
Just make
So,
sure you don't get any.
It's more about if you actually hit the guy or not. Is the purples.
Yeah, I know what
Okay.
you're saying.
All right. So I was just making sure that you're not getting scared away for thinking that it's gonna affect you maybe hitting him. You might do that anyway. So it's more like if you want to try to hit him a second time. I mean, remember, you
No,
got
yeah,
a
and
big
there's a-
rifle. If you can hit him twice,
I would.
As I see Jace kind of waffling back and forth, I just point at the bionic and say, "Take him down." I
I
scream,
would
"Take him
caution
down."
you against auto fire. Try to be more precise and make a good hit.
sure
rather
you
than-
would. You're right there.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to.
He's biased in all this.
while I'm smacking him upside the head with my metal club.
As GM side pointed out, though, that increasing the difficulty for auto fire is not going to decrease the likelihood of hitting you. It only comes from the red, which is upgraded by firing into range.
Right, but that doesn't mean he can't spend a
regardless.
dark side point to upgrade it at the last minute. So, fine.
Well, he
with
doesn't
that.
have to roll. He can choose not to if he decides to spend the point.
If you don't want to hit him, you just don't even shoot. Just go lay down or take a nap. It's fine.
Plenty of other targets.
Or you could spend a light side point and make it count. I don't know, man.
Well, what
or,
is
sh-
it?
or auto
What's
fire
my,
at one of the other 3 targets in the
Yeah,
cockpit.
I was just gonna say, what is it gonna look like if I shoot it?
If you want to turn around and shoot at those guys, there's one guy at short range or at medium range from you, and 2 guys at long range.
I
Let
would
me just go
just
for
like
the guys at long range.
I would like to point out if you
Yes,
shoot the
decide,
guy
I'll
at
be right
short
back.
if you auto fire at the guy at short range, you should be able to auto fire into the guy at medium range. Just throwing that out there.
Wait, you mean from medium to long range? There's
No.
only medium and long range, right? The other two?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at for me. So if you shoot the guy at medium range, auto fire him. If it succeeds, then you can hit the guy
I
at
see what you're
medium
saying.
range.
You can. Okay, I see. what
It's
you're saying.
easier. Or just shoot one guy. I mean,
All right. Operation. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll auto fire, and I'll shoot at the guy in medium range.
Alright, medium range, 2 purple plus auto fire, low light difficulty. Alright, 1 black, 3 purple. Whenever you're ready. Oh, see, you could have wasted this. You could have shot at this other guy. Alright, so you don't, well, you do have a triumph. So you could activate the auto fire if you want, or you could do something else with it. It's up to you. But otherwise, you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, so 14 damage.
auto fire. Just
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and auto fire at the next group.
So, alright, so you pop this Trandoshan right in the kisser. The other two, those two go down. The Dugs behind them, you start hitting them. How much HP do they have? And they go down. So you auto-fired the junk out of them. So you just, this big hulking massive bionic is in front of you, and you just turn around and boom, 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 and just start laying waste into the bridge. Doug's Trandoshans alike just collapsing.
Tobias just lets out a
Yes.
whoop. He's just like,
Yeah. Auto fire happened, but not at the bionic.
Okay.
So you notice there's 2
Sadly.
tokens off the board. So that is the NP or the PC slots. It is now what little NPC slots that I have left. Alright, these Trandoshans, they're kind of freaking out, so they're going to back out. Or they're going to try to take cover. And they're just hitting the deck at the... and like I said, those terminals are kind of recessed, so as they hit the ground, they actually do get cover from that. So they're going to add a setback die if you try to fire at them. But it does also, I think does it give them a boost, I think, when you're prone for firing back?
For
or firing
melee.
at people.
if you're attacking them with melee.
Yeah, but when you're
Gives you a
prone,
boost if you have
prone
melee
firing ranged. Firing
Oh.
ranged weapon. Like, it
Yeah.
should be more stable, right?
I don't know.
They'll have a no. They don't get a boost. Sitting or standing or laying down.
I think it's just harder to hit the.
Yeah,
I think
they
it's
just give you
harder to hit
defensive
them.
bonus.
Is all.
Okay, so they just added the setback. Okay.
Right.
So they're still going to pop off their shots. I don't need... Let's see, is this the Doug screen? Because I don't need them anymore. Alright. So they fire away. That's the bionic. Where's the Trandoshan screen?
Uh,
There it is.
who are they shooting at?
They are going to shoot at Jace, who just killed off a bunch of people. NPCs are kind of like squirrel.
Kill the biggest
Like,
threat.
they just kind of go after, unless they got a reason. They kind of go after who's killing the most people. Like, that's not like a hard and fast rule or anything, but.
Right.
All right, so they got that. Let me clear this pool here. All right, so they're at long range, so it's gonna be 3 of Jace. All right, and I'm not gonna. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm gonna spend a dark side point, and we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see how that goes. 1 upgrade. Blaster pistol, go for it, boys. You terrible. Just awful. Alright, well,
Why do they have such a high difficulty?
they're long range, so that's 3 purple by itself. There's low lighting in the ship, so that's been giving everybody a setback.
Um, Since it's kind of a moot point, it doesn't really matter. But I'd like to point out that the range on a pistol is medium. The pistols can't shoot past medium range.
Oh, you're right. They have
Plus
So
it
they
has
can have-
a rifle or carbine.
So they
I know.
let's say just say they shot at me.
I like this range band little mappy thing, but at the same time it can get interesting once people start getting into different ranges. So I'm looking at him right by the medium thing, but you're right. But it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna they're just gonna drop and take cover. So we'll just act like that will never happen. It's alright. It's not like we're on stream or anything. It's cool.
Hey, well,
Nobody's
I mean,
gonna know.
We played the system like what 3 times?
If you include last time, yeah.
I
Something
do
like
include
that.
last time.
Great. Alright, so that's them. We're resetting the round, which means it's bionic time. Alright, so I mean, it already just like swung and tore a chunk out of the wall, and then it got smacked in the face with a truncheon, which gave it disorient 2, is that right?
Yep. So
Alright, so 2.
back for two rounds or 2 of its turns.
Setback for 2
So
turns.
this will be the. Yep.
Okay. Alright, there it is. Okay, so setback for 2 turns.
Is it going to attack Gideon for pissing it off?
Oh, it's attacking Gideon for pissing
Okay,
it off.
I'm going to take a
That's
strain to upgrade one of its purples to a red.
upgrading a purple
by
to a
dodging.
red. Upgrade.
Dodge that sucker.
That's a nice ability. I like that one. That's pretty
Yeah, it
sweet.
is. Pretty quick on my feet.
Alright, so it swung, and now it brings up its other arm, which is the attached like bow. It's a gun implant. Which actually I misquoted myself. It's not a blaster carbine. It was a bowcaster implant.
Ooh, that's worse.
And it hits you.
Ouch.
You said soak 2, right?
Soak 5 actually for me.
Your soak is 5? What are you wearing?
Yeah. Padded armor. Or-
Padded armor is 5?
Yep.
Goodness.
Holy moly.
All right. Well,
And the
so
wrong
it hits you
stuff.
for 6 and 7. So I mean, it still packs a wallop.
Hits me for
so-
7.
After you taking off the 5, right? So you're
Right.
at 12 total, and you take off 5. Oftentimes, I've been told by many a math instructor that equals 7.
Okay.
All right.
Double check.
I want to make sure we're all good with that.
So I'm down
Um,
3 wounds, gents.
um,
I'm like hurting.
I didn't get to
Don't forget
activate
you
it.
have that stim pack.
I didn't get to
Yeah, I
activate
do
a
have a
crit.
stim pack.
Didn't get to activate a crit. I only got 2. And I don't
I
get
think
it.
that's enough to activate knockdown, though, if you want. I think 2 advantage is enough, depending on your.
Knockdown's an interesting one because it's let me look at it again. It was it's 2 to activate, requires an additional advantage per silhouette of target beyond 1, but you guys are 1. So yeah, so it knocks you prone. So it reaches with this cannon that's coming out of its arm and blasts you, and you just boom, and you're back on your back, right in front of the
Bit and bled out of my
in
mouth.
front
And
of
he just
I know.
uppercut me.
just this
I'm like, oh.
steaming hole on your chest. You are definitely down. So way to get in there and
Sorry about that.
be a team player
Wait,
and try to whack it.
It shot me. Doesn't that give you like difficulty higher than that for using ranged combat and engage range?
Let's see. You upgraded 1 purple to a red. We got 1 purple there.
If it's a light,
Is
depending on if it's
bowcaster?
a light or heavy.
Yeah. Is it heavy or?
It is a heavy, so it should have been
One more
There are
purple
2 more
in there.
2 more. Rolling
2
2
more.
more.
4 for heavy and melee.
Or yeah, one more purple because then I'll increase 3. Yeah, there's 3
No.
purple total, but I upgraded one of them to a red.
Yes.
So there should be 1 more purple in there.
1 more purple.
No.
No?
Yeah, just
There
1.
should have been a total of 4 negative dice.
No, because
You-
the upgrade just takes one of the bulls and turns it to a red.
Right. What I'm saying is range heavy versus
There would have been
melee
4
is
purple, 1 of them
4.
would be red, which would leave 3 purple, and we rolled 1.
Mm-mm. There needs to be 2 more
Oh,
dice
yeah, you're right,
because
you're right. 2 more
range
purples,
heavy
you're right.
versus melee is a total of 4 dice. 1 got upgraded to red, 3 would be purple.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, rolling 2.
That's what this is right down here.
Right.
Trying to keep you alive.
Alright, just threat. I'm good. So I don't get an
Okay,
activate
so-
the knockdown. That
Okay.
cancels out. And I actually have 1 remaining. But he still hits you for 7.
Okay. So I'm
he-
use that threat to give him a setback for his next roll.
Setback for his
In
next
addition to
roll.
the setback from already being disoriented.
Okay. That's a good way to spend it.
Yeah.
Make it tougher. Alright, so you're still down to 3 wounds though, so don't
Hurts.
you might want to get out of there. That is now PC turn, so who's going where? We got a guy just with a gaping cannonball wound on his chest. Todd gets the
Bowcaster
reference,
shot to
right?
the gut.
I do.
Alright, great. Little Brian Regan.
I like. Got it.
Does anybody have cannonball wound ointment?
As a matter of fact, I do. Let me flip a destiny point.
I don't know how much that costs, if you have the money.
Right.
From your four gold that you rolled at the start of everything.
Oh, I forgot to
I
add
guess
that.
it's like gold credits.
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Hold on. I need my 4. Let me add. I got to write on my character sheet that I got 4 more credits.
There you go.
I now have
Okay.
879.
Oh, whew.
So, are me and Jace no longer in engage? Oh, Jace is Jace still in engage range with this thing?
No, he
he move?
spent an action to move back, so he needs to move his
Okay,
character
so-
back. He took 2 strain to do that.
I'm gonna recommend that I go first again, so I can get away from this guy, so we can all shoot it to hell
Yes.
without anybody getting in the way. Any objections?
None.
No.
Okay.
Somebody's still got to go
I don't know if
first,
I-
so.
So I'm gonna go first and get away from it. Like that.
Alright, so 1 maneuver, or, no, actually you didn't get knocked down, never mind.
Yeah.
So you're good. So you all
Okay.
kind of tuck into the doorway.
Right. So that's one maneuver. Using a stim pack in action.
I want to say you've got to pull it out and everything, so I
think so.
Well, I
it
got-
is.
I got quick draw, which allows me to grab stuff as an incidental.
Draw your holstered weapon or draw anything, because it, like, if
Right.
you had a baseball
Well, right now
bat
my-
in a
both my hands
backpack,
are
like,
full
you're not gonna
because
be
I
like,
didn't put
whoop.
I didn't put my blaster away. I just kind of drew with my offhand the nightstick and smacked them, because that would require another.
So you'd have to
Actually,
drop something
Right, which I don't.
which is an incidental, but then you'd have to draw something. There is a limit to incidentals. Like, there's lots of things that could be an
Right.
incidental, but you can
Right, but you can only have one incidental. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use quick draw to stow my nightstick on my belt as an incidental. Then take another strain to draw that stim pack as a maneuver, an additional maneuver, and then use the action to use it.
It sounds like it would be a maneuver. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, you just threw it in a pocket.
Yeah. So basically, I'm using incidental, a maneuver to move, and taking strain for an additional maneuver. So that's 2 maneuvers, an incidental, and then action. Back.
So yeah, so
Good.
mark up your strain, and then go ahead and slap that stim pack on there. So that's an extra 5. So you should be back in the fight a little bit.
Yep. Now at 5 wounds. Add 2 strain. Okay. Now you guys
So
are free to blow this guy to hell.
It's 1 PC turned down, 2 to go.
Please murder him in the face. Please, please, please.
I'm kind of still tucked back in the doorway, Ian. So if you want to like whip around and like let's lay down some serious fire on this guy, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. So Jeff, where am I, relation to the door and everything?
So you guys are all kind of crammed in the doorway, it sounds like. So nobody's really getting any cover bonuses because you're all in this trying to take up the same space.
Okay.
If you want to get on the other side of the door, you could do that in order to get that bonus. But like I'm not going to be giving cover bonuses to everybody. So if everybody wants to cram in the door, you're going to either be taking a difficulty to offset the bonus that you would get anyway. So it's like I'll just kind of call it a wash anyway, until somebody kind of like unless somebody wants to jockey for position and like, no, this is my spot, you go over there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I've been here this whole fight. Just saying, I've been in the same spot the whole fight. Throwing that out there.
Yeah, but you were on the side of the door opposite the Trandoshans, so you can't get cover from the doorway from both guys. You gotta pick a side.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm in my position.
You can
saying.
if you work the angles
So
right.
nobody's really gone
Yeah.
into the bridge yet. So if you wanted
Right.
cover from the Bionic, you could go on the other side of the door.
Yes. But you would lose cover from the Transoceans.
Yeah, then they.
I'd say
have an
take
easier
aim and
shot.
waste the butt. Taste aim and waste
I'm
the
actually
mofo.
to the left of Tobias, so that I can't even see the Transoceans. They can't get a shot on me. If there's I'm like against the wall basically, but the door jam is on. The way I'm at.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Gideon's trying to rethink his choices in life right now.
It's like maybe I should have gone on the other side of the door. The Trandoshans can't hit anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take a shot at the Bionic.
Okay.
Before you take the shot, Ian, I'll remind you you can take aim, or you can take a strain and aim twice as well. Just to remind you of some of the actions that you can take.
Yeah, you should at least aim and maybe activate auto fire if you can. Use a destiny point. Use a
Definitely
destiny
can.
That's why I'm
point.
suggesting. That's why I'm suggesting aim twice, because you can get 2 boost die out of it.
Oh, you can aim twice?
You can. You're only allowed 1 extra maneuver for an entire round, but you
Yeah.
can. You can.
If you don't
aim
need
the
to
maneuver
move
and then
anywhere, it's a good thing to do.
Okay.
Do it.
Aim twice.
Right.
Spend that
Well,
destiny point. Upgrade that damage.
Well, I'll go ahead
Spend
and twice and then add destiny point. How much strain is that again? Added
Two strain for an additional maneuver.
do that. But what do I add? Do I have to add the stuff to the die pool, right?
Yeah, just I'll have you guys add the positive stuff, and I'll keep
Yeah,
track
yeah.
of the negative stuff. It just helps me not mess up as horrifically.
Yeah, that's no problem. So what am I adding? Two boost?
So 2 boosts if you're aiming twice, and then I've already got the 2. Or actually, you guys are at short range, so 1 die for difficulty.
Are you gonna auto fire?
Can I do that as well?
You could do that as well. That's not really like an action or anything. That's
Okay,
it's just a
that's
thing you tell me,
okay,
so I
anything I
upgrade
can
the
do.
difficulty.
And then I spend the destiny point for the upgrade.
Yeah.
Don't bother flipping it, because I'm going to spend 1 to upgrade the difficulty.
Great.
So
Okay, well,
we're
I'm
both
gonna-
washing. Because I got 1 and you guys got 4, so we're just going to switch 1.
Well, I'll go ahead and do that upgrade and then auto fire as well.
All right.
Do I need it? Sorry, do I need to do anything with that upgrade as well?
So the upgrade right below, like the blue and the green, it says upgrade. So just
Oh,
change
I
that
see.
to 1.
I see.
Just change that to
I
1.
gotcha.
That's how you spend the light side point to upgrade your check. And everything
I
else
got it.
should be set.
Cool.
Solid shot. That's going to be 13. 1 advantage. So you could activate that auto fire.
Can you? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's according to the auto fire. It is only
I think
1
you have
for
to spend 2
activation.
advantage.
That's what it says
To
on
spend-
there. That's what I typed into that. I'm not, but I'm reading the weapon qualities right now, and it
Okay.
says 1 to activate. It may be activated multiple times. May activate a critical hits multiple times.
Huh.
But
Oh.
you deal an additional hit, which is full damage, so 10.
Yeah.
So you did 13 on one shot and 10 on the other.
I'll do the auto fire then.
Alright, so you just raise it up and boom, boom, and those actually seem like they do something to this guy.
Yes.
1 and 1. Okay, so that's a total of. Hang on, math is hard. Okay, got it. Wounds are
That'd be-
correct.
Would that be a total of 26 damage?
Oh well, I mean they hit separately.
Right.
So soak
But like 13
affects them
and
both.
13?
No, so it's just full damage.
So it's 13 and 10?
13 and 10 as far as I'm reading it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Still. Very nice.
I mean, you're still hitting it for an additional 10, so
Yep.
it's not bad. He's got a sweet rifle.
Yes, he does.
All right.
How is this bionic
Thank the
looking,
Lord
Jeff?
for that.
So
Is he looking?
oh,
Is he looking pretty sad?
I mean it staggers him pretty well. You know, it looks like it tore a chunk out of that center mass. I mean,
He's looking
blasters
pretty
are
rough
one
for
of
wear.
those. Oh yeah, blasters are one of those things that I mean, Star Wars in general, most things cauterize.
Yeah,
So-
you've seen Baze take a hit from one of those Death Troopers in Rogue One, right? He just kind of like, ugh, and then he just keeps going, right? But you can tell
Right.
it hurt him.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's smoke and steam coming out. There's some sparks coming from some of the electronic stuff that's all attached and everything. And I mean, it doesn't cry out in pain because who knows? Maybe its pain receptors are out, but it's
Yeah.
maybe that's part of its upgrades.
But I mean,
don't
it's not
know.
like, I don't know, somebody hit it with like a billy club or something.
No, it definitely doesn't look like somebody hit it with a little stick.
Okay.
Shut up, guys.
Okay.
I disoriented it.
Hey, that is true.
And,
He
and,
did.
and took a hit for Jace, all right?
Mhm.
I took a hit for him because I took his attention.
That is
Oh.
true.
I mean, my guy
And
is,
did not receive a thank
like,
you. I might
one of his
add.
things. My guy is one of his things is like the adrenaline rush. He loves the adrenaline. So he's getting amped up. He's like, yeah, we're kicking ass, and he's all excited and stuff. So what I would like to do, and I don't know how many this is gonna take, Jeff, but I want to step in here, scoop up the second pistol. So I don't know if I need to take another maneuver for that.
Oh, one of the ones from the Trandoshans you dropped?
Yeah.
That is an additional.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that'll
sir.
be an additional. You gotta bend down and grab it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Just checking. I'm
Couple
gonna
strain
spin
there.
2 strain for the additional maneuver, and I'm gonna just wheel on the turn around and wield on the cowering Trandoshans and finish them off here.
All right.
So,
So
it
you're moving
is
into
an
short
increased-
range.
So
It's an increased difficulty.
this guy
It's-
that's
it's
like
the
about
ex-
to murder us, you're gonna ignore him?
Yeah, but they're both the same. They're both light weapons, so that means
Mm-hmm.
that I think you take the what is it? You
So
take
how it's supposed to
two
work?
different stats, right?
No, it's the
Well,
same stat.
it-
Take
what
the
you would
lowest of
do
the
is
two.
if you're two weapon fighting, you would take your base characteristic and then the worst stat. If it's the same stat, which in my case it is, you upgrade the difficulty or you increase the difficulty by 1.
Oh, okay.
So it would be 2 purple for a medium, and then it's a 2 advantage to activate the second shot.
Okay.
Right. So it's basically auto fire. I've activated with 2.
All right. Your
Right.
difficulty's in there.
I would like to re-roll. Can I re-roll one? I'm gonna re-roll a
you?
blank. I don't know how to.
Why?
I don't know how to actually.
Do
Yeah,
you
it's a- it's
re-roll a
ability
blank?
second chance.
You have
Yeah.
Lone Wolf.
So it's
EPT on there.
Yes, I do. I have Lone Wolf. So I have second chances, which is once per encounter, choose a number of positive dice equal to ranks and second chances and re-roll them. I have 1 rank. So I'm
Okay.
going to re-roll that blank, but I don't know. I can't just re-roll.
If you
Roll one
just
green.
just roll 1 green out of your
Right
dice
back.
pool.
Okay. Don't know if this is going to really do any good or not, but we'll see.
You should.
Oh, hold on.
oh,
Let me
you
click
gotta-
off.
yeah, you
I
gotta
forgot to click off.
There you go. Well, you got an advantage out of it. Still failed.
Well, no, I'm peppering this guy with some fire and stuff, so he's going to take another step back.
All right. So a little suppressive fire action.
Yeah.
Okay, I can dig it. All right. Is that everybody then? He went. Yeah.
Crap, I forgot
okay.
to I was going to upgrade too. Damn it.
Hey, I will gladly take light side point or dark side points anytime you want to throw them my way.
Well, if
all
you
right.
want me to re-roll one of those, I'd be happy to.
Negative. So they stand up and I mean their cover's kind of getting blown with you running up on them. So they stand up. They're kind of at their wits' end. They have nothing else going for them. So they need 1 purple for short range. They're
And
2 setbacks from getting peppered and the low light.
and my armor, so 3 setback.
3 setback. Goodness gracious.
Range defense, baby. That's why I spent 1,000 credits on this stuff.
Ugh. Okay. So
I
that's
don't
1
have
purple.
the soak that Gideon does, but a little bit harder to hit.
I guess. I guess it's good. I guess it's good. I'd rather not get hit than get hit for little damage. I mean, that's just
That's what
me.
I was going
That's me as an Echo player. Just
for. That's
alright.
what I was going for.
alright, well, there you go.
Did we lose?
You want to be
Ian?
like me? He just doesn't talk.
Well, his camera's gone too.
Oh, I see him. You both may need to reconnect. I don't know. I don't know who needs to reconnect in that situation, but you guys can both hit the
No,
button.
I'm gonna reconnect.
Because Todd's camera's gone up.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I just reconnected.
Fantastic. All right.
And Ian's back.
So they're gonna go ahead and fire away. Ah, they can't hit for beans. All right, and then 2 threat on top of it, which is just great. So they kind of As they're shooting, they're backing. They're kind of backing away from like where they could lay down and still get any kind of cover from this recessed area that they're in. So yeah.
I'm like John Woo in this. I like scooped at the pistol. I'm just like,
Except you got to tuck and roll too, John Woo. All
oh,
right.
I'm doing that off camera. See.
Oh, okay. Great. All right. So the Bionics, I mean, smoke's still trailing up it from its arm from when it shot at Gideon, and he's just, and he looks at Jace, who just really smashed him hard with that big old rifle that he's got. He's not very happy. You can see like steam kind of come out of his nostrils. And he's gonna run, and he wants to hit you. He tried it the one time and it didn't work, and he just wants to get that fist on your face. So he's gonna move up on you guys. So he's gonna be engaged range of both of you guys because he's kind of splitting the difference. He's kind of in the doorway now, so now nobody can go in the doorway. This big hulking massive dude's there. Alright. So, melee versus melee. Looking at 2.
Attacking.
He's going after Jace, who just blew a big old chunk out of him.
So he's gonna have 2 setback for this roll, right?
He's got a bunch of setback.
Going to spend a destiny point to upgrade one of his purples to red.
You're upgrading?
You guys
Alright.
concur? You guys concur?
Are we gonna spend one?
I'm fine if Ian does that.
Alright.
Do it.
We can
Or you want me to
do it.
Do it instead. I'll just press the button.
Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. Alright. So I got 1 upgrade on the difficulty. I'm giving you it right back and upgrading positives. Yeah. We're going for it. Here we go. And so he just raises his fist, and the roll doesn't go through, so I gotta go to skills and then brawl and then just roll that. And boom! And he's successful. Oh, thank goodness. Finally, I hit somebody again.
You're missing a black
I've
die there.
Missed way too many. No, he doesn't get a black from the low light. He's got these implanted goggles.
I'm talking about his disorient too. So, he's already got that. Never mind.
For-
Never mind. You're right.
Yeah. All right.
Black die did nothing. Ouch.
I mean, hey, sometimes the boosts do nothing. Sometimes the setbacks do nothing. Sometimes, things just happen. All right. Let's see. So, what do I want to spend that on? Ooh, maybe we're gonna roll a critical hit. It's time, Ian. We're rolling a D100, and we're gonna see what happens. Get my little crit table up, handy dandy, crit table. Here it comes, Ian. D100. Oh, and wait, hang on, stand by. His fist is also vicious. On a critical hit,
Vicious.
10 times vicious rating. So
Plus
we're
10.
adding plus 10. All right.
That can
Four-
knock him
Ooh.
unconscious.
That's a high numbers are bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already at
So-
like 5 wounds, right, from the last encounter.
No, not that low.
Okay. So what's your soak?
3.
Your soak is 3. His damage on this sucker is 8. So that's 5 wounds. and you get this critical hit, which is Headringer, which is increased difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1. So it's not really big.
Isn't Vicious give you an additional...
Oh wait, no wait. That's what I rolled. I gotta add 10. Stand by. Agonizing wound. Sounds even worse. This sounds like something I'm actually gonna do something. I forgot to add the 10. Increase difficulty of all brawn and agility checks. So if anything uses brawn or agility, you get 1 more purple. So if you want to shoot him or hit him, you get another purple.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Vicious add another base damage rating to the damage he's
No.
No, it
Vicious
just adds
crit.
to the crit roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Alright. There we go. I should have added the 10 in the roll, because there is a functionality to do that. I just didn't do it. That would have made more
Call
sense.
plus 10.
Yeah, I should have done that. Roll20's got a lot of nice neat tricks and stuff that you can do. Just I gotta actually utilize. All right. So what are your wounds down to there, Ian?
So it was 5 damage, right?
5 damage. Oh no, wait.
Down to-
Plus 1 success is 6 damage. After your soak.
Yeah, good.
So 6 damage goes through. What are you at now? Do you need a calculator?
No, can you not hear me?
No, I didn't hear
Nope.
anything.
Oh, I was down to 1.
Oh,
Ooh.
you were on the brink. You take this hit right across the jaw, and you're just I believe, and then you're also disorientated. It's got disorient 2, so you're disorientated for 2 rounds, which just means a setback for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So that's gonna stop the big guy, hopefully, or the big gun from shooting my beastly creation. All right, PC. Who's going first?
I mean, I'll go unless somebody else wants to jump in.
I'm trying to think if there's any strategery here that can finagle the...
Go past him. Go past him. See if you can draw him off of us.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but I guess it doesn't really matter if he's blocking the door, so we're both gonna have to move
We'll go down
the
the
hallway.
stairs.
Yeah, down
Right.
the hallway a little bit to get out of engage range of him. So, because we need to clear him before you can have a shot at him without hurting us, right?
Yeah, you're all engaged.
So,
Okay.
So it doesn't matter who goes first between me and
Anybody can go first.
Jace. I recommend me and Jace go before Tobias goes.
Yeah.
We can clear him, so then Tobias can go around and try to, like a crazy action hero. A lot of good that did him last round, but maybe this round.
Oh, we'll see.
All right. So Jace, do you want to
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
move back?
and move away. So I'll move down the stairs.
Just out of engage range of him, so you're short range.
You
Yeah.
could take 2 strain if you want to move even farther and get down the stairs, start running down the hall. I don't know if you're trying to stay where you can fire, or if you're just trying to get just away from him.
Stay in the fight. If you move first, I'll and shoot. I'll move between him and you so that I'll provide a physical barrier. So
Okay, I'll head down.
kind of.
All right, so you go down a few steps, and you're turning back around and raising that rifle.
Much.
What's that?
So the movement. So does aim take a movement?
Aim is a maneuver, so you could take
you
2
can suffer
strain to aim once and get a boost. 2 strain for a boost, basically.
Oh, and then I'm disoriented on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and take aim then.
Take
Spend
an
a
aim.
destiny to upgrade your action too. We have lots of light side points to spend. if you
Yeah,
want to.
yeah. I'll go ahead and take aim. So I'm gonna.
Okay, so go ahead and add your blue.
Yeah, and then I'll upgrade and use a destiny.
Okay.
Do I just need to hit the use light side?
Yeah, use
What do I
light
gotta do
side.
for that?
And gives it to me. Thank you for your business.
I'll go ahead and.
I don't like using my last one. If you've noticed, it just sits there.
I'll go ahead and get ready with the auto fire as well.
All right, increasing that difficulty. All right, if you're going for some auto fire, I'm gonna give you that right back. All right, the pool is set. 2 black, 2 purple, 1 upgraded, and then your boost and your upgrade for yourself. Ho, ho. Well, you
Nice.
hit him. You hit him, but you got some threat. So you're not able to activate your auto fire, but you do hit him
Yeah.
for 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2 additional strain, just from trying to just you're starting to, like, your vision's starting to go a little dimmer and dimmer and dimmer as you go, but you raise that rifle up and you're giving it your last ounces that you've got in your reserve tanks, and you just fire away, and you hit it for 14, and it does 1, 2, 3, and it drops down to like a knee. You hit it so hard, it's like, you actually can tell, like, even if it's got pain sensors like turned off or something, it is not feeling great. It goes down to a knee, and you just steam just pouring out from its nose and its mouth, and you hear these like inhuman, like, just noises coming out of it. All right, next PC. Yeah, so 2 more strain.
Yeah, I got that.
And
All right.
then, who's Gil? You're going next.
Yep. I'm gonna get within short range, but just kind of get between me and get between the Bionic and Jace, so that I'm kind of like a meat shield for Jace, because I know he's hurting. And I'm gonna take some strain to aim. I will also use a destiny point. Upgrade my roll.
All right.
I'm going to fire with my blaster pistol. Oh, there was a
One of those.
There was a red in there.
That red should have been a purple. It was just a threat.
Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll?
Yeah, it's just a threat. Nah, I don't. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
You canceled it out anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right. So you fire with your blaster pistol, and it can't take anymore. It just, you just, like, dust and everything just goes out from it as it hits the ground.
Yes.
Got an advantage. There's only a couple guys left. Do you want to give that as a boost to Tobias?
Yes. I'll give him a boost.
All right.
All right.
What are we
Well,
doing?
I'm.
You're gonna continue going
not
Duke
gonna-
Nukem
I
on
see
these
this thing go
guys.
down in a heap. and I'm like, "Ugh," and I
You know, I might
just
even give you an additional boost just because of like the satisfaction.
it,
Like you
it's
said,
gonna
this
make sense to
big
me,
threat going down, and that's a
but I'll see
really
how you feel
motivating
about
thing.
me being able to aim both of these guns right at the guy. Yeah, I would think I would be like, uh, okay, so yeah, so these guys are in short range of me, so again, I got my like cool little targeting sight up on this gun, so I'm sighting down and I'm aiming at this guy, and I might as well spend another maneuver and aim again. That's guy. So that's 4 blue dice. Yeah. So I'm like my God, I'm all hopped up on adrenaline. I see this bionic go down in a heap, and I'm like, "Yeah," and I just whip out both of those pistols and I just unload. So, uh, did you got my difficulty
I got
set?
the difficulty in.
Did you increase it by 1 for the dual weapon?
Increase for the dual
So it should
weapon.
be 2 purple.
2 purple, 1
Yeah.
black.
Okay. Well, it should be 2 purple
1 black for the low
because I'm
light.
at short range, and then 1 more for the increase.
Yeah, 2 purple.
Right, but it should be 2 purple because I'm doing the dual weapon.
Yeah,
One
one
black
black
for
for the low
1
light
for short range
setting.
and 1 for dual. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm just like,
Pop, 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 pop for 7.
for
I don't need that
Hey.
snap luck anymore.
hold on. Nope. Hold on. It did not roll.
All the
my-
purples. Or all the blues.
All the
It
blues.
didn't-
Well, you're getting all the blues from that because you're not getting
That's
other difficulties from
3
it.
6.
Three
It's 3 success and
success.
3 advantage. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit with both of them there. So that's a 5, 6,
And they go
7.
just boom, 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 right up their faces and their big snouts, and they fall down in smoking heaps as well. So I won't need that stat block anymore. All right, you guys have cleared the bridge.
Right.
While you
So,
celebrate, I'm gonna take a quick bio break.
Okay.
Biology calls.
So I got another stimp back on me that was not one of the ones we picked up, and I'm gonna give it to Jace.
Okay.
Cover 5 wounds.
Yeah, 5 wounds.
Yep. Not much, but it works in a pit. So you said we get to roll cool at the end of an encounter to see how much strain we recover? Is that a rule? Everybody go away.
My feed keeps crapping out for Todd. Like I can't. You're gonna have to wait.
Discipline or cool check. Didn't have an encounter. Okay. So we can make that now to recover strain if we want.
Okay, so that's a.
Either discipline or cool, up to you.
Okay, cool.
Whatever's better, I'd recommend. For each success,
I feel better. Well, that was scary.
so discipline or cool, each success recovers you a strain.
Okay. Are all
Either
of the
victors.
Obviously
bad
the
die
blue.
out of it?
Yeah, all the bad die are out of it. I didn't mean to add a blue hit somehow.
We're all trying to recover strain.
Yeah.
And this is a roll you can do once every 24 hours, right? Is that...
At the end of each encounter, you can roll once a discipline or cool check.
if you have like 10 minutes to like sit down for a second and recover.
Rulebook says. Counter each player can make. Furthermore, a good night's rest regenerates all strain a character suffered. It's also remembered some.
All right. So
where's my?
recover
Fine.
accordingly.
That's cool.
How do you determine what to
Each success cover you
Oh,
a strain
each
with that
success.
amount. Yeah, so it's for your case, it's only one.
All right, so
All right.
we're
So
we're sitting
everybody's
around,
recovered.
um,
Smoking
decompressing.
corpses
We're
lay
sitting
across.
around decompressing from the fight, and I'm like, I'm still like, where's that stupid Ugnaught captain? And I get up and I'm like getting ready to leave.
My dice pool wasn't clear, so I'm gonna re-roll that. All kinds of wonky. Roll discipline again. Unmodified. There we go. Same result.
All right. So you're heading back towards the because we're not in initiative or anything anymore. So you're heading back to
Right.
towards the other ship.
Well, let's I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
look
what I
at
say.
the
I'm like-
I'm look at the
like-
bridge. Let's see if we can get anything from any of the data instrument panels, any kind of readouts. See if any kind of
Well, 'cause
signal being broadcasted, any alerts. Try to get some information of who these guys are and
I'm-
what they're here for.
I'm on my way out because, like I said, my guy's all like, he's pretty jacked up, and he's like, "Where's that Ugnaught captain?" He's getting ready to leave. Did you like say anything to him as I'm walking out?
Yeah.
Out?
Gideon's just gonna extend his hand, say, hold up. We're here at the bridge. Let's try to get some more intel over
I
here.
push his hand off. I kind of smack his hand away, but I'm like, "All right, fine, make it fast."
All right. So I'm just gonna look at the instrument panel. Anything I should be aware of, like any alerts or emergency broadcasts or any
you're-
open comp channels? Anything going on
Um,
besides the?
I mean, if you're just looking for obvious stuff, there's no like destination set or anything. Like they're docked with another ship, so unless they intend to tow this ship, they don't have any coordinates set for like a course or anything like that. If you want
Can I
to
find out what kind of ship this is?
if you I guess one of the instrument panels probably has like a little reading on it that probably says
What
So
size
it's-
it is? Like, is it a Corvette or is it like just a cargo transport
it's a
size?
yeah, it's a YV-666. Classic Trandoshan ship. Big large
Is that
scale
the, is that the
transport.
Houndstooth style?
So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So nobody's stopping Tobias. He's
He
going
did.
out.
He,
Well,
he
I-
stopped. He said, "Make
yeah,
it
he
quick."
stopped.
All right. So
I'm still pacing
if you
though.
guys want to like look into anything, we're gonna be digging into computers and stuff. Like they don't just leave all this and stuff open. Like after that fight was a couple minutes long, so like
Right.
the password lock little like what's the classic screensaver, like the little circle that
Flying
bounces
toasters.
Right.
across the screen everywhere. Like that's on
Is
there.
there like, okay. Is there any status indicator for its cargo bay? Like, any cameras, feed?
There is. You'd have to try to access it with computer's check.
I'll do that then. Awesome computer check.
To advantage. Anything you might use that for?
I don't know. If whoever wants to roll next a boost, if they want to do anything.
I see Gideon over there punching at the computer, and I just storm over. I'm like, "Get out of my way!" And then my computer skill. Hold on.
I'm just gonna
I-
laugh when he
I
fails
basically
again.
just say I'm looking to see if there's anybody else that needs to be saved from these guys.
Where the heck is my computer skill?
It's gonna be the skills.
Why do I have one? A boost. Why should I boost on my computer? Okay, yeah. So I'm like, I see him like fart with the keys or
oh,
whatever, and I'm like,
hang
"Get
on.
out of my way!"
I didn't even add any difficulty to his roll either. Forgot to.
Well,
do that. So
that's
he
true.
failed anyway.
I guess
but,
he could.
but we'll give you the boost because I was lazy
Okay.
listening to everybody bicker. It's fun. I like the inner party.
Well, he's.
Wow.
My guy's pretty jacked up right now.
You got that adrenaline rush, I understand.
Did you even get any? Did you even take any
Well, you-
damage at last
you-
encounter?
Everybody missed him. He's the only
God,
one
almost-
like in
God,
perfect
like-
condition.
Yep. I'm like, oh, thank God for the stim pack, and then he's like, thank God for the stim pack, and you're like,
Which
And
is
I'm like-
both the ones you found, right? Because you only found the
Yep.
two. Okay.
well,
Yeah.
I actually gave Tobias one of them. I had one in
Well-
my inventory prior to the finding that one, so I used up both of them on myself and then on Jace.
You've used 2?
So Jace is
Ooh.
up. Yeah. I used one on myself and one on Jace.
Oh, not both on yourself. Okay.
No.
Is the difficulty set?
Difficulties in.
Yeah. All right. So as I'm walking over there, though, I still have both pistols in my hand. Like we've been sitting around for a few minutes, but and I look at the crappy one I just picked up, and I just
I'm assuming you said you chucked
come
it
back
across the
and,
room.
like, one of the train throw it back over, and I holster my gun, and then I'm like, all right, and I did. I hit one of the Trandoshans in the head with it, like the crappy gun. I just like I threw it back in, hit one of the Trandoshans in the head.
All right. So you do manage to pull up the feeds, and like a few different windows pop up for the different cargo bays because they've made their cargo bays into like separate rooms instead of one big massive like warehouse kind of cargo area. And you see like the family of Rhodians that were aboard with you guys. They're like all kind of huddled together, like holding each other, cowering in one of the rooms. There's also the girl
The robe
or
figures.
the smaller robe figure that's in one of the rooms, but she's like on the table, this table, and like you can't quite tell. The feed's pretty grainy from your threat. You can't quite tell what's going on down there, but she's just on a table. The robe's kind of fallen open and everything, and she's just laying there.
Well, Gideon's like, we gotta help them. Let's go, guys. And runs off, gallivanting away.
Tally
Well,
ho!
I let him go. I was like, fine, you go help. Then it's like I'm hunting down this captain.
All right, Jace,
And
Yeah.
what input have you?
I'm gonna go ahead and gonna follow Tobias to.
I'm assuming he's following me.
I heard that. Yes.
These are a bunch of
Is
jerks.
this not going through?
You're gonna follow him to.
Oh,
Hell
I'll
and
hunt
back.
down the captain as well.
Okay. Got your back, man. All right.
Hell, I'm back.
So
Captain,
you
my
guys kind of
captain.
charged down the stairs. You guys are kind of closer, and you guys kind of went with more haste. Gideon, you're kind of hanging back, and you go for the down the stairs and start looking along the sides of the walls at there's two rooms on either side, kind of like your bunks are. Sorry, your bunk areas are set up for the cargo area, and there's no like indication on what's where, but they're all cargo holds.
Did I see anything else on the camera feeds that might have indicated a bad choice of opening these doors randomly?
No,
Before I left?
there's two empty rooms.
Okay. So, can I just shoot the control panels and open the doors? I don't want to make any more checks.
After looking into it, I think when you shoot, it kind of locks it in place.
Yeah.
Then doing whatever it is that you want. Although
Yeah.
I could see like a light side point would open it through a shot. I could see that happening.
Okay, time to make some
Just
rolls.
dump them into me before you know.
If I fail, then I'll use the light side point to destiny point to like just shoot it and open it.
Okay. Computers or
Computers are
mechanics, whichever you
Mechanics.
prefer.
Mechanics. I'll go mechanics. Not that it matters, but
There it is. And you fiddle with it, and you start messing around with some of the wires and everything, and you're going around, and all of a sudden, like, what is it, those like venting, not like a hot steam or anything, but just like that kind of smoky stuff.
Blue smoke.
Yeah, well, like it doesn't do anything. It's not poisonous or anything, but it's just like starting to impede your vision. Starts pouring out because you just must have connected something, the blue with the green, and you thought that was gonna do it, and it's just starting to hamper your vision even more. But you got nowhere.
okay. So I knock on that door. I get any response.
Are you saying you get no response? I mean, I'm gonna say it, but
No, I'm just to see if I get a response.
oh,
See
okay.
if I get no response.
So you just went to the first door and you knock
Yeah.
on it, and you kind of hear some muffled like crying and things from the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a light side point and shoot this thing.
All right. So you shoot it, and the door slides right open. They obviously at least oiled the ship at least, instead of taking care of some of these gas leaks. And so you go inside, and there's the Rhodian family that are there, and they start like bleeding and making some strange noises and kind of hugging.
Okay. Can I
you
roll
see
technology to see if I can
You could.
roughly communicate with them?
You could. The male's kind of holding the other ones closer. But you have no idea what they're saying.
Okay. I'm just gonna speak in common or galactic, whatever it's called, and like, hey guys, start gesturing towards the exit. Like, get back to the transport ship. You're safe. Put my hands up and try to be as like reassuring and non-threatening as possible.
Okay.
Go, go, go,
All right.
and just kind of step out of the way.
The male kind of looks around and sees that you're not a threat, and he kind of, starts to separate from his family, and he comes out to the door, and he's looking down the hallway either side, and it seems to be clear, and so he kind of gets his family up and kind of motions them towards, back towards the cargo bay, through the airlock, back to the inevitability.
Okay. So now it's gonna.
Let's
a
go
goose
over
game.
let's go
Okay.
over to
The other guys.
Jason, Tobias for a second. So you guys are charging up to the cockpit. You've already opened the door, right? I think you guys
Yeah.
opened the
Yeah.
door last time.
Yeah.
So you guys just charge in there. Yeah, the Ugnaughts just still kind of like he's not really doing too much. He looks like he's starting to fiddle with the computers. Maybe he's coming to his senses a little bit. He's starting to. You can kind of see over his shoulder. He's plotting in course to start
These
getting
guys
going
are
again.
they're kind of small, right?
Ugnaughts, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
Yoda
As-
size.
So
Like,
as
maybe
I'm
waist
like
high.
I'm like stalking up behind him, and I like kick the back of his knee, cause him to buckle over and like fall on the ground. And as he's sitting there, I point my pistol right at his face, and I said, "All right, like you and I need to have a talk." I was like,
Alright.
"Cause this seems exactly like a setup to me. So you need to tell me why we were locked in our room and why there were Trandoshan slavers on your ship."
Are you trying to coerce this information out of him?
Yes, I am. I would like to argue, though, that since I'm using my pistol to do it, I would be more like presence and range to light to do this.
I don't
Oh, I'm
know
sorry,
if that's.
willpower.
It's not going to be
I mean-
ranged unless you're going to actually shoot him.
All right, how about I shoot a bullet next to his head? I shoot a blaster bolt next to his face.
So you
I'm
want
not
to?
gonna do that.
I was going to say.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'll have you
Don't do
roll
that.
a red die to see if you hit him on accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Wanna roll intimidation or something?
there's not
Yeah,
really
so I'll just.
an intimidation. It's kind of, usually comes
coercion.
down to charm or deceit, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're
I'm,
trying
I'm,
to
co- I'm
pers-
cursing.
well,
Wouldn't-
there's, yeah, but there's not a
wouldn't,
coercion check.
There is a coercion check.
Yes, there
There
is.
is.
Coercion. That's
Why is it not
the
on-
intimidation would be coercion. Yeah.
Why do I not see it on my thingy?
Underneath charm. So it's one or the two. One of the two. Charm would be trying to be persuasive, and coercion would be.
Well, yeah, I
Most
get
like
all
it.
that. It's just not on my handy dandy reference sheet that I printed out. All right. Well, if you got to roll for it, I would roll it.
Can you see that? There it
Hey,
is.
hey.
Is my difficulty set?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, apparently I had a boost die.
I'll give you one for the threatening manner in which you tried to coerce him.
I'm
So
happy- I'm
that's
happy
fine.
with that.
I thought about that after I asked for your roll. I was like, I probably should have given him a boost over that.
And actually,
So-
I did too. After the roll came up with the boost die, I was like, you know what, that would probably been worth a boost die.
Just because it was pretty sweet. You just walk in there, kick his leg out, put your pistol down as he collapses to the floor, and then you say,
betcha.
"Where are the bears? Tell me about the bears and the rabbits."
Tell me about the bears and the rabbits. And
Um,
give me a golf trap.
All right,
I
Christian
don't get the
Bale.
reference, but okay.
It's the new Batman, or well, old Batman at
Batman
this point, I
Begins.
guess. It's a while back, but
Batman Begins.
yeah, you so he kind of squeals like the pig faced dude he is, and he's no, they calmed me when they flew into the system, and they demanded that I stop my engines or they were going to blow us out of the sky. They told me all they wanted was the passengers and we could be on our way. And in order to save my crew, I cut the engines and let them aboard.
And instead of warning the crew,
I'm sorry.
instead of warning the passengers, you decided that your life was more valuable than the rest of these innocent passengers.
I know
I
my
want to be
crew, they're
fine.
my friends.
And then I just kick him in the head and knock him out.
By any chance, you work for
Uh,
United Airlines?
A brawl check? Would you like a brawl check? Is that what you're saying?
Tobias fights back.
Yeah.
He won't be deplaned easily.
Jace, are you gonna let him kick him in the head? Knock him out?
Well, I was just kind of standing in the background, like, as menacing as I could as well.
You're just,
Gonna let him.
I can't say anything.
Yeah. So I got my foot up and I'm just gonna kick him
The,
in
the
temple.
droid flutters in, Iris flutters in, and it's like, yeah, kick him again, kick him.
So you want a brawl check?
I do. If you're gonna actually try to kick him and knock him out,
Or are you just
Hold
gonna
on.
smack him for superficial damage?
No, I want to KO him. I don't want to.
yeah. Well, the knockout is like I would have let him just like kick him in the head because it's whatever. But if you actually want to knock him unconscious,
Well, potentially. And I would also. He's prone though, so I would get a boost die for this, right?
he is prone. Yeah.
So I'll leave my boost die there.
All right. I'll let you knock him out for that. But at the same time, you start to get the
Might piss
feeling
off the
that
crew members.
maybe he's got some kind of pass lock on the controls to this ship. It might not have been the best choice.
He'll come to.
That's the threatening thought that you receive. All right.
Fair enough. But so
Um,
after I knock him out, then oh, I don't have any.
we're gonna go back over to Gideon. Gideon, you've the Rhodians kind of start heading towards the other ship.
Okay. I'm gonna radio back to them on my comm link. Like I freed the Rhodian family. They're en route back to the ship. Give them a status
And-
report.
And I respond back as like, this disgusting little pig knew that the Trandoshans were coming for us.
Oh well. We'll see what we can do about that later. All right. I'm gonna see if I can. I said I'm gonna just radio back. I'm gonna see if I can retrieve the female that was in here. We gotta find her. So I'm gonna just see if I can try to roll perception to see if I can hear any signs of life, like breathing or moaning or anything. Just give me a clue which door she's behind.
Okay.
Wanna set a difficulty for that or not? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just gonna be an average. Most
Okay.
things are gonna be an average difficulty.
Bam!
All right. So it leads you to the rearmost of the rooms that is most closest to the airlock. You don't necessarily hear like moaning or anything like that as much as like you hear some like equipment sounds, like some machinery kind of sounds, some beeping and some whirring coming from behind one of the rooms.
Okay. So I'm going to try to use my mechanic skill to open that door and use that advantage that I gained to give myself a boost.
Sure.
Hopefully this time I can open the door without blasting it. Oh no! That was a decent roll. Those boost die.
They're fickle.
Yeah.
It's alright, what's the worst that could happen from giving me another dark side point?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna
You will
do it.
learn.
It's really important, and these guys left me alone, so they have no. I have no other choice. I can't count on them to help me out at the moment. So they brought it on our heads just as much as I did, and I'm blasting that door open.
Nice. So you put it up to the controls and boom, and, shoo,
Yep.
and it opens up, and inside there's there's a lot of blood, just blood all over the floor. It looks like they might have been docked to your ship for a little while, and she's just out unconscious. Yeah, as far as you can tell, she's not moving or anything. So unless you want to go up and actually like investigate, she's just laying there. It looks like one of her arms is actually gone, and there's a vibro blade in the place where it should have been, and there's a bunch of tubes and stuff kind of connected to her, feeding her like blood transfusion kind of stuff coming through.
They're turning her into a bionic.
Yeah, her jaw's been removed in the process of fitting her with like you could see like on a table next to her there's like a metal kind of plating down there to looks like it was going to replace it. What's that? What was his
Jaws.
name in the first KOTOR? What was that guy's name?
Can I make a
With the
medicine
metal
check to
plate
see
on his face.
if she'll
That wasn't
It wasn't Revan.
Revan, was it?
Revan was the main bad guy.
Malik?
Malik, something like that. Malik.
Darth Malik?
That might be right.
Can-
But yeah,
can I make a medicine
that's
check
what it
to
looks
see
like.
if she'll survive if I disconnect her from the stuff, or if she'll die like right away.
You could make a medicine check.
Okay.
So
yeah, well,
you're looking her over and you can't tell. If you start unhooking stuff, you're just not sure what's gonna happen. She's lost a lot of blood already, and she's just in a seriously bad way. You do have 2 advantage, but she's it does not look good. Like
Thanks,
as bad as
advantage, maybe.
the guy looked before where you were just like, I'll just hit him with a stim pack. This time you're just, I don't know.
Can I use that advantage to see if I can maybe help her regain consciousness a little bit, so I can talk to her?
What, are you gonna just smack her on the head?
Yeah,
Get
just
a
kinda shake her
hold
a
of
little bit.
yourself.
I'm just kind of shake her a little bit, like, hey, are you okay? You know, the stereotypical first aid course. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Wait, we gotta check the scene to make sure it's safe.
Yes,
the
yes,
first step.
Scene is safe.
I've gone through way too many of those courses in
Yeah,
corrections.
right.
I mean, you kind of start giving a little nudge, but there's just no response. In fact, for your advantage, there's a computer monitoring like heart rate and stuff, and it's like almost nothing that it's receiving from her. There's like the pulse is super low. It looks like this might have been a failure on their part to start replacing pieces of her.
Gotcha. I look around. Are there like painkillers?
There's a bunch of like sedatives, but they're not really pain reduction. They're more just to make her. It's more like paralysis kind of medication. So it stops her from like moving and fighting back. At this point, anybody can. If you guys are heading back, or what are you guys up to in the cockpit of the Inevitability?
Well, I'd say by now, Tobias has vented a little bit of his anger and stuff, and so he's like,
I would hope so.
Okay.
all right. So he looks at Jace, says like, I think we need to round up this whole crew and lock them in the hold, and then go talk to Gideon and find out what he's found out, and straighten out this whole mess and turn these guys into the Authority.
All right. So this is what
And-
I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna bias and ask him if he's, because he just knocked out Captain. We don't know where the other. Don't know.
I caught.
So some of
None
your
of
stuff's
that.
not coming through.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think it's
There you go.
probably a mic sensitivity thing.
Move
Okay,
the boom
that's
mic close to your face.
So-
That sounds better.
Yeah, just move it closer. I just look at Tobias and ask him, if he knows where the other crew members are, because when we were walking around, we didn't see anybody, and the one that we found, he just knocked out.
We didn't go through the whole ship though, right? We basically went from our rooms to.
You went to the med
The-
bay, you hit the cockpit real quick, and then you went back towards like the engine room and the cargo area.
Actually, yeah, I say, well, it's not that big of a ship, though. As if we just look for him.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Does the captain look like he's out for the count, or does it look
Oh,
like
you kicked him. He's
okay? Well,
tongues out.
we want to know if I need to find something to tie him to the chair. Yeah. All right. I say we just search the ship, find the rest of the stupid
It's
little
not like I
piggies.
got 4 dark side points to do something.
That's a good point. Now that you mention that, I'm gonna take the captain with me. Just
You're
put
gonna
him
just
over my
drag him?
shoulder.
Oh, throw him over your shoulder. Okay.
Yeah, or drag
you-
him.
so you
Actually,
guys
if I
are
could drag him
heading-
by his-
Are you guys
I'm
heading
gonna
back
grab him by his ankle.
towards Gil, or are you heading to search the rest of the ship? Where are you guys headed?
I'm gonna start searching the rest of the ship.
Okay. There's not much of the ship left. It's not a huge transport that you guys were on. You just didn't go down the other hallway with the crew quarters. So that's really all that's left, and that's more of a large dorm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna I guess, walk into the crew quarters and
Okay.
be like,
Yeah,
"All right, you stupid little
Yeah, that door's not locked. He's out, so I mean, if you're gonna be yelling at him, I mean, it's not gonna do a whole lot.
Not the captain. I'm gonna yell at the. I'm gonna open up the dorm room and start yelling at the other little piggies.
The door shoots open and you walk in there just about to just start yelling. You're not even sure if you're gonna be able to contain yourself and not draw on him. But as you enter, you just see the other four Ugnaughts just in heaps on the floor. It doesn't look like they were being true to their word of sparing the Ugnaughts. They're all dead.
Spice just kind of shakes his head and looks at Jason. I'm like, well, all right, well, I guess we found the rest of the crew. Do I see anything to restrain the captain with? Like, lay on the floor?
I'm
Something?
sure you could find something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hog tie him for the moment. No pun intended.
That's racist.
How dare you?
All
right.
Yeah, but so basically, I'm gonna hog tie him up, and then I'm gonna get a hold of Gideon on the comm and be like, "Yeah, so, well, yeah, like I said, the captain received a call, and apparently was threatened to blow up the ship if he didn't shut down the engines and let him board, and he would spare the crew. And so the captain decided to do that instead of warning us. The rest of the crew is dead. The captain's left alive and restrained. What have you found over there?
To relay it back, what I found is not good. The female passenger, she's in really bad shape. I don't think she's gonna make it, but I'll try to bring her back just so she can have a proper something.
Do you explain like the state that she's in?
No, I don't go into any detail at the
No.
moment.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll say, yeah, it looks like they were trying to turn her into one of those freaks that we encountered. But they
Tobias
didn't do
kind
a
of
good
blanches
job.
a little. Blanches a little at that. All right. What do we do? What do we do now? What do we do?
All right. We'll talk more when I get back. So
All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
see
the-
if I can remove the vibroblade. If she does like somehow jar awake and she's not gonna flail it around and hurt anybody. Can I disengage it somehow, like unscrew it or something?
It might require some surgery to do that. Which is going to be a heck of
Or
a
at least, like,
medicine check.
Not a surgery, but like remove the blade or like.
Well, it's been
disassemble it.
surgically implanted, so I mean, you could probably maybe restrain her. But you've still got to. She's still hooked up to a bunch of like blood transfusion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure that you can even take her with you without, of course,
Well, I'm
finishing
gonna
the
treat
job
her.
that might have been
Right.
already started.
I'm just gonna remove her from all the stuff. Grab her body, so that way the surviving hooded figure can at least identify her and happen to her, and maybe give her a proper burial or something.
Okay, so as you start unhooking stuff, I mean that doesn't really require a check to just pull stuff off, but it's also not very like finessed or any not the way that it's supposed to be done. So I mean you're just starting to unhook stuff.
I figure she's as good as dead anyway.
Okay, and so as you start unhooking stuff, the pulse and heart rate monitor starts dropping lower and lower, and by the time you get down to the point where you could actually carry her to the other side of the ship, she's flatlined.
All right, so I'm just gonna grab her and carry her to the other ship.
All right. Where are you guys? You guys gonna talk it out? You guys gonna go finish the
Well,
going back to
Oh.
the station?
I'm gonna see. I'm like, hey, can you guys grab the old man? I left him by the engine room, and meet me in medical bay on the inevitability. See if he can regain consciousness and see what was going on with them.
I look at Jason and say, "Do you want to go get the old man, and I'll take the pig?"
Yeah, I relay to him that I'm the only one not carrying a body. I'll go ahead and take care of
Everybody else is just like, ugh.
that.
And I head to the med bay.
So as I'm going to the cargo hold, I'm going to see if I can disengage the docking clamps so that at least the two ships can be separated. If we decide to resume our journey, we can be separated from the other ship. Is that a pretty simple
Okay.
beep 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 on the control panel, or does that require a check
To do what?
to undock the two ships?
Oh,
Close the airlock between the two of them.
that could be like a piloting check, or I'm not sure if there's an actual like docking, like if that relates to anything in particular.
Does
I
Gideon
could see that
say,
being a piloting.
Does Gideon say that he's going to do this?
Where did you set the body?
Which body?
The one you were carrying. You were carrying the girl.
No, as I'm crossing the threshold between two ships. as I get
Oh,
onto
you
the
just want to
ability,
seal
I'm
the
gonna
airlock.
Secure the airlock and undock the two.
You could secure the airlock. The controls to like disengage would be up in the cockpit.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do then. Just seal
Okay.
the airlock. Beat them in medical with the crazy lady.
All right.
Crazy because she's crazy, but
Yeah.
crazy because she's had crazy things done to her.
Yeah. Jace, you were doing what?
I went to grab that other body of the man, and then head back to the medical bay.
Oh, okay. All right, so you guys all meet up in medical.
I unceremoniously dumped the Ugnaught to the corner.
Big fan.
Like what happened to him?
He's
He
hit his head.
attacked by Trandoshans too?
All I say, Tobias just looked at him square in the face and said he hit his head.
On my
Are
foot.
you,
Well,
are you
if
just,
he-
are you
I
just
know.
being like blatantly sarcastic, or are you actually trying to bluff?
no, he's not. He just straight faced just said he hit his head.
Okay. Kind of squints at him like,
You can ask on what, but
let's let cooler heads prevail here. Dense. Crash any further.
All right, so you guys have got a ship. Granted, it's attached to another ship, but
well, so
Can we get
mean,
the
got
Amanda
a
regain
medical
consciousness?
bay full of by the time you kind of get him down, he's kind of starting to come around a little bit. He kind of, Jace, where are you just setting him like on the little table?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and set him on the.
So you set him on the
Medical
little
table.
medical table, and he's starting to kind of come to a little bit, and he's just calling a name, but you're not sure whose. You could assume that it's the females though, but he's still fairly out of it, and he just says we need to get to Crooked.
Weren't we? Oh, Krut's the city.
The station you guys were headed to
Yeah.
initially.
I'd look at
I just looked
Tobias
at
and
Gideon.
say, "Hey, you fly this thing? Do you want to try to get us undocked and head to where we're going?"
I can fly anything. um, what are we just gonna dump the YV?
Yeah, scuttle it or something. I don't.
I say we unload the bodies into the YV and contact the authorities and tell them about the slaver ship floating around here, and then let's take off.
Unloading the Ugnaughts? Or the other
Well,
Trandoshans that were in the dorm rooms?
all
that you
of
guys were
all of the bodies that are left on the freighter. Do we know what kind of freighter it is, by the way?
Technically, the female's a body now.
Yeah.
Well, true. Do we know what kind of freighter we're on right now?
You guys are
I see.
aboard a YV-560.
Let's keep the Ugnaughts with us because they're part of the crew and they'll need proper burial.
You guys are also headed towards a station where Ian has a contact there because he's got Dark in the holding pens, but nobody else really has any ties to. So
What'd you say,
if
YV
you
what?
just dump a bunch of bodies, YV-560, I'll show you guys here, right there. I moved your guys' screen, but I
Where
think
the heck is it?
Oh, that's
Oh.
pretty cool.
The black. I'm getting a black screen. It's just not loaded yet.
Millennium
I gotta reveal
Falcon-ish.
it. There you go.
Kind of, sort of.
Is that the one with the cockpit in the middle?
Yep.
Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, it's a YV. I was thinking a YT. Yeah, all right. Well, that'll do.
I can dig
Um,
it.
I look at him though, and I say the Ugnaughts are accomplices in this. They don't deserve a proper burial.
You can.
They knew that the slavers were coming for us, and they chose not to say anything.
Well-
They chose to save their own little skin.
They're also victims in this, and they've already received their judgment, so consider them acquitted, in my book.
All right. Well, if you want to deal with the headache of showing up with a ship full of bodies, be my guest. Quite frankly, I'd rather not draw the attention.
Well, let's not involve the authorities anyway, then. It as is.
Okay, good. So let's dump them in the ship and leave.
I want to make good by the captain.
It's the captain's fault we're in this situation.
And I'm just not comfortable with that, sir. It should be.
All right.
They've already received. They've already paid the price for their cowardice. Consider it square on their end.
All right. All right. Let's just get out of here. Let's at least get the Can we at least get the Trandoshians off the ship?
Sure.
Alright. So you guys unload the Trandoshans. As we're coming up on midnight, you guys get them off, and you start plotting the course. Who's gonna be flying?
I look at Jace. I'm like, can you fly? I don't even wait for an answer. I just start walking towards the cockpit.
Jace, you
Well,
stay here
if
with
he
the.
needs an assist, I can help.
You stay here with the people needing care, and you alert us to any status changes. I'm gonna go to the cockpit and assist. I can fly a little bit too.
Alright. So you guys are headed towards the station Krut, which we will come across next time on Survival of the Free. Yeah, that was an action-packed episode, guys. Looking forward to the party's starting to get at odds already, and it's just starting. I'm liking it. I like the inter-party struggle.
Me too.
All right, we'll catch everybody next time. See you guys.